Chosen one, this concerns your father. Everything changes today. There are moments in life when the ground beneath your feet trembles, and even if no one else feels it, your soul knows that something irreversible has just happened. Today is one of those moments. This message is no accident. This video did not appear in your life by chance. You were drawn here, called, marked, set apart by something divine and invisible. For today is the day you begin to understand a spiritual truth that has been hidden in the background of your life all along. This concerns your father, and from this moment onward, everything changes. Stay with this video until the end. Chosen one, let this message sink into the deepest part of you. You will understand things you've never seen before. Leave your warmest wishes in the comments and write "I receive" below to release your frequency into the universe. This act of intentional energy opens a divine space for your wishes to manifest. And yes, they will manifest because the universe always listens when you are aligned with truth, with love, with the reason you were born. Today, let your wish be heard. Let it be proclaimed now. Chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's begin. Since you were young, there has been something unspoken surrounding the subject of your father. Maybe he was physically absent. Maybe he was present but emotionally distant. Maybe he was a strong man who didn't know how to express affection. Or perhaps he was someone who couldn't love you the way your soul needed. Whatever your experience, a silent thread has run through your life tied to this relationship. And today, that thread begins to unravel not in destruction, but in revelation. For when the spiritual veil lifts, the truth that emerges is not there to wound. It is there to heal. Many chosen ones live their lives carrying invisible wounds. They wear strength like armor. They lead with wisdom beyond their years. They guide others with compassion. But beneath that facade, there is often a tender wound tied to the father figure in their life. This figure has been either a source of confusion, pain, or unspoken longing. But here is the truth. Your spiritual DNA is not limited by earthly roles, and today, something awakens in you that demands every part of your identity. No matter how broken the connection with your earthly father may have been, there is a powerful truth you must hear now. Even if your father never saw you, ignored you, hurt you, or simply couldn't give you what you needed, it was never your fault. Not for a single second was your worth ever diminished by someone else's absence or silence. Your soul has always been seen. You have always been known. And today, something in you is ready to face the echo that has followed you for years. This is not about blame. This is about freedom. What you must understand is that every earthly bond carries an energetic thread, especially the connection between parent and child. Whether nurtured or neglected, this thread vibrates through your experience. It influences your relationships, your trust, even your ability to receive love. But here is the shift: when you become aware of it, when you speak the truth about it, when you see it for what it is, you reclaim your power. And that is what is happening right now. Your power is returning. You are no longer defined by a relationship that never reached its potential. You are defined by what you become, not by what you lacked. A sacred reversal is taking place in the atmosphere around you, a divine rebalancing. The pain born from the gap in your relationship with your father is transforming into strength, clarity, and a kind of supernatural maturity that only the chosen can embody. You spent years asking silent questions. Why didn't he protect me? Why wasn't he there? Why did he see me, but not stand for me? These questions swirled in your heart like a silent storm, but now, the storm begins to settle, because what you needed from him, you are now learning to give yourself. You are becoming your own protector. You are becoming the voice that says, you matter. You are enough. You are loved. You are becoming the one who affirms your own existence. And in that shift, you become free. Truly free. The power your father held, whether he used it for good, neglected it, or misused, It no longer casts a shadow over your destiny. Your light is rising, and nothing, no history, no silence, no absence can stop it. Chosen one. Many of your current gifts were sharpened by the absence of paternal support. That void created a space where your intuition had to grow stronger, your discernment had to rise faster, and your spiritual connection had to deepen. You had no choice but to turn to the unseen for comfort, and the unseen welcomed you with love. The divine met you in secret places. You are who you are today, not in spite of what happened, but in part because of it. The fire that forged your character was real, and today, you decide how to wield that flame. This is a crossing point, and once you pass it, you will not go back. This is not just a message of comfort, it is an invitation to walk in the fullness of who you are, without waiting for closure from someone who couldn't give it to you. This is about rising without apology. This is about recognizing that you have been guided by something greater, something eternal, something divine. Even when overlooked by a man of flesh and blood, your true source was never merely human, and today, you awaken to that. You were chosen to break the pattern. Yes, you were marked to end the cycle of emotional neglect, silence, abandonment, or abuse. It stops with you. The cycle ends here. Your future children will know safety, tenderness, strength, and presence because of the decision you are making right now to not let the past become your prison. This is your power, and now it is fully activating. A restoration is happening in your spirit even if no conversation takes place in the physical world. You don't need an apology to be whole. You don't need a confession to be complete. The power you've been waiting for isn't in their words, it's in your awareness. And today, you are aware, awakened, aligned. What once made you feel forgotten is now the proof that you have been divinely guided all along. Even the absence had purpose. Even the silence led you to the inner voice. So let this be the day your soul breathes again. Let this be the moment you stop asking for something he was never capable of giving. Let this be the turning point where you no longer shrink because of someone else's lack. You are not invisible. You are not unworthy. You are not broken. You are not too much. You rise because you were always destined to rise. Your father's choices or absence did not cancel your calling. They couldn't. Your path was sealed by something greater, and today, that higher voice resonates in your life louder than ever. It says, "You are mine. I have always been with you. You have never been alone." This is the day you begin to see that what was planted in you, regardless of human approval, is now ready to bloom. Your relationship with your father may never resemble the fairy tale you once hoped for, but the healing you receive today is bigger than a relationship. This is about your reclamation. You are taking yourself back. You are gathering the scattered pieces and standing whole again, not because of what someone else gave you, but because of what you are now giving yourself: truth, love, and permission to be more than your history. The healing of a father wound is not linear. Chosen one. It doesn't happen all at once. It unfolds layer by layer, season after season, in surprising ways. Sometimes you'll think you've released the pain, and then, without warning, something will trigger that old ache again. But listen closely. That doesn't mean you've gone backward. It means your heart is now strong enough to process a deeper layer. It means the divine trusts you with more depth. This journey isn't about pretending the pain never existed. It's about learning to breathe freely in its presence, knowing you are still safe. Your story isn't stained because of the pain you carry. Your story shines because you dared to face what others bury, and in this moment, the pain born from your father's absence or distortion is turning into divine wisdom. What was once confusion is becoming clarity. What was once lack is becoming abundance. You are not cursed. You are commissioned, and your commission is sacred. Chosen one, everything that happened to you is now working for you. You will no longer live from your father's wounds. You will live from the wisdom that came from them. You are not a prisoner of someone else's brokenness. You are not destined to repeat the history you were born into. You are rewriting it now with every breath, every step forward, and one day, the world will look back and marvel not at the ease of your path, but at the grace with which you walked through what should have crushed you, the inner child within you. That part of you that once craved affirmation, waited for validation, longed for love is now held by you. That child is safe now because you are awake, aware, present, and healing. You are no longer the version of yourself who waited at the window for someone who never came. You are the one who came for yourself, and that is one of the bravest things a soul can do. What changes today, chosen one, is how you define yourself. You no longer define yourself by what they failed to give you. You define yourself by what you have become in its absence. You define yourself by the compassion that now overflows from you. You define yourself by the light that couldn't be put out. You define yourself by the resilience in your bones, the divine fire in your spirit, the depth of your love, and the strength of your presence. And here's something even deeper. Even if your father was absent, distant, or hurtful, there is still something eternal in the thread that connects you. That thread isn't defined by pain, it's defined by possibility. You now have the ability to create a new legacy, one that brings honor not necessarily to the man, but to the story unfolding through you. You are proof that transformation is possible. You are the one who breaks the cycle without breaking yourself. You don't need your father to change in order for you to heal. Let that truth anchor you. Your healing doesn't depend on someone else's apology, awakening, or willingness to understand. Your healing is your birthright. It is yours because you are divine. It is yours because you are loved. It is yours because you were never meant to stay chained to a pain that doesn't belong to you. Let this be the moment you release the guilt for feeling angry, abandoned, or like you missed something sacred. You have the right to feel it all. You have the right to grieve. You have the right to rage. But most of all, you have the right to move forward. You have the right to thrive. You have the right to create beauty. Where there was once brokenness, you are no longer bound to the past. You are building something entirely new and you are doing it with grace. Chosen one, your father may never see the fullness of who you are, but that doesn't dim your brightness. Some lights are too powerful for certain people to look at directly, and that's okay. You don't need to be seen by everyone. You only need to be true to what is awakening in you now. You are seen by the divine. You are seen by the universe. You are seen by your higher self, and most of all you are seen by the future version of you who is waiting on the other side of this healing. That version thrives. That version loves deeply, creates boldly, leads powerfully, and lives freely. That version is smiling at you now, saying, "Keep going, it will all make sense." Everything changes today because you are finally choosing to no longer carry what was never yours to bear. The shame was never yours. The silence was never yours. The guilt was never yours. The feeling of unworthiness was never yours. You were born into someone else's unfinished story, but you choose how the next chapter reads. And this chapter begins with freedom. Let that freedom sink deep into your chest. Let it resonate through your bones. Let it rise in your voice and steady your mind. You are stepping out of generational patterns. You are interrupting the cycle of emotional scarcity. You are stepping into a reality where love is abundant, presence is healing, and truth reigns over trauma. You are not a product of your past. You are a prophecy of a healed future, and that prophecy is taking flesh through you. Chosen one, many will be healed simply because you chose to rise. Your children, your community, your future partner, they will all benefit from the inner work you're doing now. They will feel the difference in how you listen, how you hold space, how you show up, and one day, they will look at you and say, "Because of you, I know what love looks like." What a legacy. What a sacred legacy. What a powerful transformation. You are creating safety not just for yourself, but for all who will come after you. You are giving what you never received. You are becoming what you once lacked. You are embodying the divine. Everything changes today because you finally see it. Your story was never meant to end in pain. It began in pain, and now you are bringing it to glory. There is nothing small about the shift happening in your soul. It may feel quiet, but it is monumental. Heaven is witnessing your transformation. The divine is cheering you on, and your spirit knows. This isn't just healing. This is an activation. You are stepping into a version of yourself that cannot be undone by rejection, abandonment, or silence. You are stepping into wholeness, and that wholeness will reverberate. It will reverberate through generations after you. It will reverberate through your choices, your creations, your calling. You will no longer make room at a table that didn't recognize your worth. You are the table now. You carry within you the divine blueprint for restoration, and the most incredible part, the very pain that almost broke you, is now the sacred ground from which your design grows. Let yourself expand without guilt. Let yourself thrive without needing permission. Let yourself receive love now, not because you've proven yourself worthy, but because you always have been. This is what changes today, not your past but your perception of it. Not what they did but what you choose to do with it now. Not their absence, but your presence. You are here now. You showed up. You listened. And that alone is proof of your power. Let this part of your story be sacred. Let it be tender. Let it be holy. And get ready. Chosen one, because everything that was withheld by pain is now rushing toward you in love. When the pain of the past no longer holds power over your identity, you begin to live differently. You breathe easier. You move with clarity. You speak with conviction. You no longer need to convince anyone of your worth, because it pulses through your being like a song you were born to sing. This is where you are now. Chosen one. You have reached the place where your power is no longer tied to what was done to you but to what now flows through you. This shift isn't loud. It doesn't need to be. Power, in its truest form, moves silently, but its impact shakes everything. The moment you stopped blaming yourself for your father's emotional absence, the energy around you shifted. The moment you chose to stop chasing a love that was never rooted in presence, the old version of you began to fade. And now, something sacred is forming in its place. Something healed, something whole, something ancient and new at the same time. A voice is rising within you, a voice that no longer speaks from the echo of lack but from the certainty of alignment. You are no longer operating in survival mode. You are stepping into embodiment. You no longer carry the question, why didn't he love me the way I needed? Now, your spirit answers with something deeper, because I was destined to discover a love beyond human limits. This isn't just your healing. This is your ascension. And chosen one, here's something most people never get to know. When you heal the father wound, you activate a part of your spiritual authority that was dormant. The authority to protect, the authority to guide, the authority to govern your energy with integrity. These are gifts your soul was always meant to carry, but they often awaken through adversity. You are being prepared to walk in your own divine power, whether you are a man or a woman. For this isn't about gender. It's about function. It's about carrying sacred presence. It's about becoming the one who is rooted, the one who is sure, the one who is anchored, the one who holds others because you learn to hold yourself. Everything changes when you realize your history doesn't limit your future. It informs your calling. Your father's choices or limitations didn't erase your design. They refined your perception. They made you look deeper,